Hi guys, welcome to Metal and Rock Zone. First, a little bit of hygiene. Subscribe, set the alarm bell and all that stuff so you never miss a thing. We have quite a few concert reviews up from concerts that we've been to where we tell you our recommendation, what we liked, what we didn't like about those concerts. And then there are videos from the concerts that we go to, and there will be more in the future, more content like album reviews, new album reviews, and albums ranked, best bass player, best guitarist, all that stuff. So yeah, stay with us. What I want to talk about today is a concert that I went to see yesterday. There was Gojira, and they were supported by Alien Weaponry from New Zealand and a British band called Employed to Serve. I didn't see Employed to Serve. I saw Alien Weaponry and I saw Gojira. I'm gonna start talking about how Gojira were, and then at the end I will leave a little bit about Alien Weaponry as well. And a funny fact about Gojira that I didn't know until yesterday. So Gojira, I saw them. I've been a fan since like 2006, 7 or something like that, and I listened to them a lot, like the albums that came out in 2005. That was From Mars to Sirius, and then there was, what was it? The Way of All Flesh, that was 2008. And then the French one, Le Enfant Sauvage, what an accent. That one came in 2012, and then Magma 2016. Kind of those 4 albums are the ones that I listen to a lot, and I really like them. But then I didn't listen a lot to the latest one, Fortitude, but it was kind of, I had this nostalgic feeling about this band, you know. It was more the older stuff than the newer stuff that I was excited about. And I had seen them before. I saw them 2016 or 17 when they were kind of playing. I mean, yeah, obviously then Fortitude hadn't come out, and they were touring Magma, but they were playing more of the older stuff. So I really liked that gig. But it was in a venue where I'm not sure it was necessarily the best venue for Gojira, and so the sound quality wasn't great, and I was kind of side to the stage, so I had a very weird view on the band. Anyway, so then what I always do before I go to a concert, I check the set list, what they've been playing on previous concerts, and I was really worried. I was thinking, shit, I'm gonna be bored because I didn't recognize some of the songs that I was hoping to see, and I was quite skeptic when I went there. They were playing here in Prague in a venue called Forum Karlin, which is kind of a new, opened in 2015, built specifically for music and events. So it's a nice venue, but it has a great air conditioning, and I actually have a cold today from standing there in the cold. But I was a little bit like worried that I would be there because sometimes the sound quality there hasn't really been great. So I thought, okay, it's not the set list that I want. It might not be the sound quality that I want. So I might be in for a disappointment. But I found out there what Gojira has been doing during the pandemic. They have been practicing. They have been in the garage or in studios or wherever the fuck they are because they were amazing. The intro is super cool. They have this 200-second countdown on the screen, and it counts down, and you just know, and they build up this excitement with the crowd, and then there's this big cover in front of the stage where you see the countdown projected on, and then it drops, and they went into the first song, and shit, I get goosebumps now when I'm talking about it. It was so fucking cool. I don't think I ever saw such a momentum and a build up to something that starts. I mean, it's cool when Kiss starts. They have a really cool starting. Metallica has a really cool starting, but this was just on a different level. They've been training. I mean, they were so fucking tight. It's just like a wall of sound. I've never seen anything like this. I've been to see, I've seen Slayer, Metallica multiple times, Slayer multiple times. I've seen, Testament, Anthrax, Megadeth. I've seen Korn. I've never seen anything like this. And they were so much better than when I saw them last time. It was crazy. So So yeah, it didn't take them long to kind of get me back. They played 16 songs, and thereof 7 from the new album, which is a lot. But they also the rest of the songs were from all the other albums. I mean, there was mainly from the new album, and then Magma, and I think Magma was the second one, and then the rest was kind of one song from each. Two from Magma, two from Master Sirius, and two from the French one, Le Enfant Sauvage, and then one from the other albums. And yeah, the crowd was amazing. They really got the crowd without having to do anything. They just got them with the playing, I don't know. There was just such an interesting atmosphere there, and it wasn't a full house, which was a little bit of a pity. But I think I understand why, because like the whole COVID thing. This was a gig that had been postponed 2 or 3 times. People were offered refund. A lot of people probably took the refund, and then forgot to buy tickets again. So it wasn't full. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they just did a masterpiece there. They had the lights. No, I don't know. I don't even know to start. So they had lasers, confetti, and smoke, and that was just great. It was no frills because it was about the music and the sound. They had a little bit of projections, but nothing super cool. It's not like the music is the thing, and the show is there to support. It's not the other way around. And yeah, the crowd was great. The sound was amazing. And I actually spoke to a guy today who's an expert on the topic, and he told me that he believes that this band. I've never heard a sound like this in this venue, never from any band. He believes that they are traveling with a sound engineer that modifies, like puts, I don't know, foam in that corner and does that. But like they calibrate the room and so on, because it was spotless. You can check out some of the videos that we've uploaded from there, and I think even recording that on a phone camera captures a really good sound. So yeah, and it was interesting with the crowd because they got the crowd without interacting very much with the crowd. I mean, they had some funny stuff. The drummer, he what's his name, Mario, he had some posters, like clap more, and then he turned it around. Okay, this is a little bit better. I mean, it was funny stuff. They spoke a little bit of Czech, thank you and stuff like that. So people always like these things, but there was something there that they brought out in the crowd that I don't see often here, because often crowds here in the Czech Republic, especially on rock concerts, are more passive. I feel. I guess a lot of people would disagree with me, but that's what I feel. So yeah, I mean, I think that overall it was amazing. I don't feel that there was anything missing because the experience was so great. 16 songs, and it didn't feel. It was not too short, not too long. It was just the right amount of songs, it took the right duration, and kind of a good mix. They kicked in with like 3 older songs, I think, that kind of got people going, and then they mixed the new songs in throughout the program. Ended with, I think, 2 new songs, Amazonia, and I don't remember what was the final song. You can check it out on setlist.fm. And I think, yeah, performance-wise, I mean, as I said, they were just, yeah, it was just a wall of sound. They have the pandemic. They were in the basement, they were practicing. Pros and cons. It's the tightest that I've prosed. That's the tightest ever heard a band. Never heard anything like this. The show was amazing, and it mixed in nicely with the music, with these simple elements. The crowd was great, and the sound quality was just amazing. The cons. It wasn't a full house, and I think a band like this with a show like this deserves better. I was personally missing 2 songs, one called Pray and the other one called Art of Dying, but I mean, you can't have it all, and I can just listen to them on Spotify. But after this gig, there's plenty of songs that I will start listening to that I didn't listen to before with this band, that's for sure. And yeah, that song, Heaviest Matter of the Universe, or In the Universe, I don't remember the name of that song, that wasn't played there, and I think that would have been a great thing. But I mean, I can't really say which songs they should not have played then in return, so I'm basically saying it would have been great if they would have had 19 songs instead of 16 to get my 3 songs in. So yeah, I would say, like, as for the merchandising, I have a hat, Gojira hat, but I bought that before. Merchandising wasn't great. The venue, yeah, it was a little bit too cold there. Yeah, I got a cold, but the support band, Alien Weaponry, they were good. They're good musicians. They're tired as well, but they look like kids next to Gojira. I mean, but I think honestly, Gojira would have made any other band look really bad yesterday. But I like Alien Weaponry. We have one video up with them here on the channel, which you can check out. And I mean, they're good, and they're kind of an up and coming band out of New Zealand. So I probably wouldn't have gone to see them if they were playing alone, but it was nice to see them as a support band. So as for the recommendation and my rating, which I always do, then yeah, definitely go and see Gojira if you have a chance. If you have a chance to see them twice, then go and see them twice. Alien Weaponry, good, as I said, as a support, great, and probably would be amazing in a smaller club. If they're headlining or they're the only band on the gig, then catch them in a smaller place. So I'm gonna give Gojira 10 out of 10 for this concert. It was amazing, one of the better concerts I've seen. I was very positively surprised when I had looked at the set list, how good it turned out to be. The sound was amazing, the show was, and just yeah, I'm keep repeating myself. Just go and see Gojira and be happy about it.